The bucks are starting to cruise, running scrapes, stuff like that. So I'm going to go ahead and slip out here. It's a Thursday evening after work. I've got a couple hours. I'm going to a stand I have not set this year. I killed a pretty good buck off of it last year, real early in the year. And Connor's killed a couple pretty good bucks off of it. We're going to slip down here. We're going to get settled in. There's not a lot to look at on this stand. It's pretty tight corridors, but when the deer come out, they're going to just about be in range when they come out. So hopefully one of these bucks comes up. I'm not going to be super picky, I don't think, because both my girls and my wife have 2 buck tags. I've got an older son that's got 2 buck tags that sometimes comes and hunts. So, a lot more tags than we got bucks. But y'all stay tuned. I'm going to get my stuff together. I'm going to take the 4-wheeler and ride on down this pipeline ways, and then I'm going to walk down into the woods. So y'all stay with me. So this property that we're hunting here is a lease that's about 53 acres that I took out about 20 years ago. It's the only place that we feed deer. Actually, the only place I've ever really fed deer. We were always public land hunters growing up. My dad was an amputee after I got older, and my oldest son had a little bit of a learning disability and a problem setting on public land that we always hunted. So we ended up with this lease. My dad built this little blind. We have it only open on the front, so it stays really dark in there. It's closed off on the back and on the sides, and we feed these deer in really close, and you can see this deer is about 10 steps, and we do that to make it a good, easy shot for the kids, regardless of where the deer come in this area, that they're going to work up close enough that they can get a shot. We always have to remind ourselves and the kids to shoot a little bit low because they are so close. And our crossbows, and of course my compound, when I use my compound, they're all sighted in 20, 30 yards. So because of the arc of the arrow, you will hit just a little bit high. It's not enough that you're going to miss the deer, but it's just something to be aware of. But I'm going to watch this doe for a while and make sure no buck's coming up behind her. She stays out here for a while. She does give me a sign here in a little bit that there are some more deer coming. So y'all stay tuned, watch the hunt, and let's see what happens. Now I want you to watch this deer's reaction here. She starts getting really nervous. So I thought we had a buck coming in. But then I realized what was happening, and I knew that I was fixing to have to make a decision where I was going to take this doe or I was going to let her go. And I'm going to explain that decision here in just a minute. It was a big doe. She was out there for a long time by herself. I had two fawns and another big doe coming in. Here they go. But we're gonna let her lay for a minute. So the reason I decided to take the doe that was out there was because of the doe that is walking into the picture right now. This is the area matriarch doe. Now she has two fawns, and they are big, fat, healthy fawns. And she is a mean mama. So those other does, they won't stay around when she comes up. It's almost like a buck. They get nervous, they leave, they don't come back until she's gone. I don't have much daylight here, and so I know if she's coming in, she's pretty much going to run that food. She's going to stay there until it's well past dark, unless something spooks her off. She's very alert. She doesn't like the other does around. She doesn't like the young bucks around. So she's pretty much just going to take this over. The only chance we got is if a big buck comes in. But with her having these two fawns, he doesn't have a chance to be with her right now. So she always gets a pass. But you can see she's a nervous doe. We're going to have a house wren come in. And it gets on the stand here in a little bit, and it makes a little bit of noise, actually a lot of noise. And she just almost comes unglued. She doesn't like the bird flapping around, making all that noise and stuff, which is good. She's a good mom. She raises both fawns, one of the only does in the area. So anyway, y'all watch her reaction here. All right, let's see if we can find this doe. I had to run in deer off. They were not wanting to leave. There's the broadhead. They kept smelling that blood. We got blood here. I don't think she went very far. I couldn't hear a crash because it's just pine needles. But we'll just follow this blood up through here. Using this Gravedigger broadhead. It's the same one I shot a 9-point with here a week or so ago. I mean, you can see. I'll let the camera pick that up. Just a lot of blood. Just a lot of. A lot of blood. There she lays right there. She just dead on her feet. Right there's where I shot her. And she's laying in the woods. Just right there. So she didn't go very far. She didn't make it very far at all. Double lung. There's the exit. Big old doe. See if we can get her about 35, 40 yards up there where I shot her. Get her drug up there. Whew. I finally got her loaded up. Pretty good size doe. The dragging wasn't as bad as I thought, but the loading. Anyway, got her loaded. I'm gonna get my stuff out of the stand. Appreciate y'all coming along. Sometimes you just gotta hunt like you're hungry. And so right now that puts 3 deer in the freezer for us. So I'll probably slack off the does for right now. We can get a couple more deer, then we should be good for the year. And then I can share a little bit of deer meat too. So anyway, we eat a lot of deer. Got to make this lease and what little bit of feed I put out worth it. So got to go home and do my money calculations. See if I'm in the black, which I think I am. Appreciate y'all coming along. Stay tuned.